My name is Gabe. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're asking the question, are you depressed because of your money? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabe, and I hope you've enjoyed the content up to this point. To all of our new subscribers, just want to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to everybody that's hit that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And so keep doing it, keep subscribing. But today's topic is gonna be on the effects of your financial problems and how they can cause you to be depressed. In today's society, we've been seeing how mental illness and depression, anxiety, all of these things are really prevalent in our society right now. And so I wanted to do a video to talk about where does money come into play with your mental well-being. And the first question that we have to ask ourselves is, are you depressed because of your financial situation right now? So did you not have enough money last month to cover the bills? Are you coming up short at the end of every other week right before you get paid? And what kind of stress does that put on you in your life? Because the truth of the matter is that many problems can stem from our finances, meaning that if you're having trouble in your financial situation, it's going to cause other parts of your life to not quite go right. This video today is brought to you by you hitting the like button and hitting that subscribe button. That's the only way that we'll be able to provide more content. So do it now. I'm gonna wait, right? We'll just wait. Go ahead. Oh, awesome, thanks, appreciate it. Now, before we even go any further than that, I want to say this one comment, okay? And you can agree or you can disagree. Money cannot buy happiness, right? Everybody knows this. Lots of people with lots of money have been very, very empty in their lives because number one, money cannot buy you happiness. So that's not what this video is about. I'm not saying that if you had more money, you would be happy. Nope. I'm saying we need to target the areas that are causing us to be depressed or to be sad or to feel lonely because of the lack in our life, meaning that you don't have enough and therefore you think that you are less than or you don't measure up, especially in today's social media driven markets when you can, everybody's trying to show off what they have. And so that causes us to kind of measure ourselves against other people, which brings me to the second question. Are you comparing yourself to other people's success? I think the bottom line is that yes, somebody will always be doing better than you are, and somebody will always be doing not as well as you're doing. However, we're not in a competition with anybody else. I'm not in competition with somebody in my office or somebody that I go to church with or somebody that I see frequently. They're not my competition. I'm only in competition with myself. And how can I produce more and learn more and educate myself better to earn more? If I learn more, I will earn more. And so you have to ask yourself that question. Are you depressed because of your financial situation, or are you just comparing yourself to somebody else's financial situation? And if you're doing that, it's not gonna help you at all. You can't look at somebody else and say, man, I wish I had that, or I wish I had that. That's not gonna help you. As a matter of fact, you almost have to take the opposite approach and say, I will get there one day, but I'm not there now. So it's more about evaluating where you're at instead of wishing that you were somewhere else. The third question you have to ask yourself is, which debts are causing you to be stressed the most? Okay, so let's take a budget for example. If you know that on the 15th of the month you have to make your mortgage payment, and so from the 1st to the 15th you have all this anxiety because you don't have enough money to cover that debt, then what you probably need to do is put away a little bit more money in the previous month so that you don't have to feel that anxiety about those payments coming up. Listen, everybody has payments, monthly payments. That's how pretty much 80 or 90% of America buys their home, buys their cars, sometimes buys their clothes. You can buy your tires on credit. You can landscape your house on credit. You can change out your air conditioner on credit. Almost every single industry that's going to offer you a product will offer you also some kind of financing to go along with that. I would say, as a financial tip to you, if you have the cash, pay it off. We just had a very hot summer here in San Antonio. Let's say your air conditioner went out and it was going to be $3,000 to fix. And the air conditioner company says, yeah, but we can finance your air conditioner for 5 years. I know in the beginning that sounds like a deal because it only means that you have to pay a certain amount of money per month. However, that is just going to add to whatever payments that you're making right now. And if you're already behind, or if you feel like you don't have enough to cover those payments, financing everything is not a good idea. I know they give you some kind of upfront promotional rate or 15% off. Most of the time, you can negotiate those prices down anyway. And if you have the cash to pay for it, pay for it. Now, if you don't, well, then you're going to have to finance it, because who's not going to get their AC fixed or their roof fixed or something like that? I understand that emergencies come up. However, we have gotten so wrapped up in, I'll just finance it. I'll just go 3 years at 8% interest. This costs us more money in the long run, and it adds to the stress of every month having to make those payments. So which debts right now are causing you the most financial stress, and how are you going to pay them off? The last question that I have for you today is, are you willing to make a plan? Okay, now this sounds very cliche and it sounds kind of corny, but what I want you to do as you're watching me right now, I want you to get out a piece of paper and a pen. Okay, we're gonna do this together. I'll wait for you. I'm gonna wait 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, are you ready? Get out that piece of paper and get out your pen. And I want you to write down the biggest debts that you have, from largest to smallest. Okay, so start with your mortgage payment or your rent payment at whatever, $1,500, $2,000, $800, right? And then from there, go down. What's the second biggest debt? What's the third biggest debt? What's the fourth biggest debt? These are bills that you have to make every month, no matter what, okay? If you don't make them, you're either gonna lose that house or lose that car or default on that credit card or whatever the case may be, okay? Then we're going to prioritize them. And I want you to mark down which ones are the most important, okay? So obviously you have to have a house for you and your family. Put a star next to that one. Obviously you have to have a car to drive to and from work and take your kids to school, right? Put a star by that one. Your family needs to eat and the vehicle needs gas. Put a star next to that one. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a second list of things that you can eliminate out of this budget, so that we can focus more on the bigger items that are causing you the most stress when it comes to your financial situation. So if you have a payment and you're only sending the minimum payment every month you're only sending $25 or $30 or whatever it is, right? Next month, we're gonna aim to double that. Okay, so let's say that your mortgage payment is $1,500, right? How do we save an extra $1,500 this month so that we can send double towards that mortgage payment or that car payment? And I would say probably not so much your mortgage or your rent, but especially like your car payments, these high interest credit cards where people just get in a cycle where they can never get ahead of the game, because at 20% interest, every $100 that you spend, you're actually being charged $120 to spend those $100. So it's a cycle that some people can never get out of. So how do we save this month so that we can alleviate next month's stress? When I look at finance, I always have thought that it's a 30-day game. In these 30 days, how are we going to get ahead of the game so that the next 30 days are not going to cause us so much stress, which causes you to be depressed, which causes you to, to neglect your family or to be angry. We are the ones that these large corporations depend on so that they can keep going. So why are we always the ones that are broke? I say, not anymore. Let's get smart. Let's learn more so that we can earn more. And in doing that, you're going to be less stressed out. Listen, money will not make you happy. So why do you allow it to make you sad? If you need more money, then you need to come up with a plan to earn more. If you need to learn how to take care of your money better, well, keep watching this channel because we're going to go over that. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the content. And I hope that it wasn't broad content, but actually specific content that you can use in your everyday life. Budget, budget, budget. Get that pen, get that notepad out and write down everything that you spend money on. It'll help you. And if you can be less stressed, then you can be happier. Stress is the antithesis of happiness. Stress does not equal happiness. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it was great content. Do me a favor, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And if there's anything that you want us to go over on this channel, just put it down in the comments. We read all the comments. My name is Gabe. This is my channel. We'll see you guys on the next one.